Hello and welcome to the EDMS BC Explorer In-Depth Navigation and Filters Guide. In this manual, we will cover in depth the navigation ribbon located in all of the search views and the filters available in the general search view. The navigation ribbon and filters are great tools to change how you look at and manage your search results. The navigation ribbon is located at the top left of the web page underneath the yellow block M. It has a few different tabs that can be utilized to change the way that you view and engage with your search results. The first tab is the Home tab, and clicking on it will navigate you back to the home page of the EDMS. The second tab is the Search tab. In this tab, there are additional navigation views in which to search for content. The default view in any search view is the Form search, which includes different filters to narrow search results. The other two available are Navigation View and Property-Based Navigation. The navigation view allows you to search through the properties tree for content. It starts with choosing between operationals and projects, and from there it will expand with discipline and class selections to narrow the search parameters. This view is a great option if you are looking for the same information across multiple buildings, blocks, or tunnels. This example shows you how to utilize the properties tree to search for content. Projects has been selected, under which architectural, has been chosen, and from there the search has been narrowed down to BENV, building envelope, draw, and set. The gray highlight means that set has been selected as the end of the search parameters, so the results will show all drawing sets tagged with architectural and building envelope. The results can be expanded or narrowed by selecting a branch upwards or downwards in the selection tree. The next navigation view under the Search tab is the Property-Based Navigation. This view has separate drop-down filters for search criteria, including building name and number, floors, disciplines, subdisciplines, subdiscipline details, class, subclass, subclass detail, campus, subcampus, and document type. The filters can be expanded by clicking the down arrow to the right of the filter. Each filter will have boxes that can be selected to narrow the search results based on what you're looking for. The number underneath the filter title is the number of selections currently in view and the number of total possibilities. The search box to the right of the numbers can help narrow the building, block, or tunnel. Multiple selections can be made in the filters and will not be cleared if the search bar is used to look for other criteria. Clicking Enter after entering information into the search bar will narrow results in the filters. This navigation view is great for searching multiple buildings or multiple disciplines, but may need some prior knowledge of disciplines and class designations in order to use the search bar to narrow the selection. Last is the Form search. This view is the default view of all of the different search views to choose from on the home page. This view will have various drop-down menus to make selections from. The main difference between this search view and the two previous is that the filters will only accept singular entries. Multiple selections of buildings and disciplines do not work here. Each homepage search view will have different corresponding filters related to the search content. From project content to operationals to floor plans, the general search offers the most filters to utilize and will search all content currently uploaded to the EDMS. Each filter selected will narrow down the options available in other filters. For example, when selecting a building, block, or tunnel, some filters may not show any options, as campus blocks and tunnels do not have floors. If you're looking for drawing sets in the chemistry building, you will notice that if you click on the subclass detail filter, there are all of the drawing set options available to choose from. Best available, bid, construction, contractor markup or as-built, and record. Once a discipline has been selected, some options will not be available based upon what is currently in the EDMS. If fire protection is selected from the drop-down menu, the only subclass details available for the chemistry building are construction, contractor markup or as-built, and record. If you know the project number that you are looking for, you can type it into the project info field. You can type in the whole project number string, P00 or H00, or you can type in the numbers by themselves and select from the drop-down menu. Or if you don't know the project number, but you know the project title, you can type it into the title description field and either enter a building into the building number name field or leave that field blank and receive all project content with that project title. In older projects, such as the H00 projects, they correspond to older project numbers like PEXT, work order projects, O00 numbers, M00 numbers, G00 numbers, etc., or university projects E00 numbers. Oftentimes, these older numbers are placed into the notes section of an EDMS file and are searchable with the notes field. When searching in the notes field, the values cannot be searched for in pieces. It requires the whole number or string to search. Try both with and without dashes when searching with text numbers, as files have been uploaded both with and without dashes. If there's a specific piece of equipment that you are searching for information on in the EDMS, you can utilize the asset group, asset numbers, and asset manufacturer fields. These fields correspond to the information in AIM in regards to the equipment in buildings. Assets are tagged if the information is available within AIM and if they are clearly indicated within the project itself. For example, typing in the asset numbers field will generate available options for the building that you are searching within. If you search without a building number, the EDMS will search through all of the buildings for corresponding content. You can type in part of the asset number or part of the title of the asset in order to search. Within the general search view that we are in, it will search both project content and operational content. So the search results may include both project PDFs and location zone PDFs. Next in the search tab are the options Show Filters, Save, Reset, Hide Navigation, and References. Reset will reset the current filters. Hide Navigation will hide the left side navigation panel, and References is a minimally used function. Show Filters will open a pop-up window and display the currently selected filters. Filters that have an OR in between them will look for files that contain at least one of the chosen criteria, whereas filters that have an AND in between them will search for the selected criteria in regards to the filter above it, narrowing the search parameters. Adding more or less filters will change how the search results generate. The Remove Filters button at the top right of the pop-up window will clear all current filters, and the Close button at the bottom right of the pop-up window will close it. The Save icon below Show Filters will allow you to save your current search filters in order to quickly access them later from the homepage. A pop-up will appear where you can name your search filters or override an existing saved search from the drop-down menu. You can also access the current filters by clicking the Show Filter button in the bottom middle of the pop-up. Once you are satisfied with the filters and the name of the saved search, click the OK button to save. The third tab on the navigation ribbon is the Display tab. This tab has different viewing options for both search results on the right and documents on the left. The first option on the left is Preview. Clicking this option will split the window and add a small preview window along with document properties underneath the search results. The bold blue line in between the search results and the preview will allow you to expand or shrink either the search results or the preview. The second option is Preview in Window. Clicking this option will open a pop-up window of the Properties page of any selected document. Clicking on a new document with the pop-up open will refresh the window to a new document. The third option is Move to Right or Move to Bottom. When it says Move to Right and it is clicked on, the preview from option 1 will be moved from the bottom to the right side of the screen after a page refresh, and the third option will change to Move to Bottom. The first option on the right side is List. This is the default option for search results to be shown as a list with details. The second option to the right of List is Small. This will change the search results into small icons and, depending on the size of the file, will load a small preview. The third option, underneath the List option, is Medium. This will make the search results slightly larger icons than the Small option. The fourth option to the right of Medium is Large. This will change the search results into the largest icons. The last tab on the navigation ribbon is the Review tab. This tab will allow you to interact with the search results in different ways. The options available in this tab will allow you to view, download, export, and share documents available in the EDMS. In the first group of options on the left are the options Properties, Comments, Download, View, Export to Excel, and Download Rendition. The Properties button will open any selected document to the Properties tab, listing all of the document metadata and previewing a small document view. This tab will also include buttons for Hyperlink, Open in Viewer, Download Rendition, GIS, Download, and Comments. These options will only affect the document currently on view. The Comments button will open the document viewer with the Comments option open. In the viewer, the comments can be toggled on or off via the Comments button, the third button in the right side icons shown as a word bubble, or with the button at the bottom left corner that reads Show Comments. The other options in this section are Edit Mode, shown as a pencil icon, that will allow you to mark up the document with lines, shapes, and text. Search is Next, which is a spyglass icon and allows you to search through the text of the document for keywords or phrases. Last is the Print button, a printer icon that will allow you to print copies of the document. The Download button will allow you to download a copy of the document in its original format, TIFF, CAD, PDF, etc. It is generally not recommended to download the original format of the document, as it could mean a large file size or that it doesn't have optical character recognition, which is searchable text. The Download Rendition option will download a PDF version of the document. This allows for faster download and faster loading. When downloading any document, a pop-up will appear asking if you would like to download the document to your computer. Click No in order to download to your download folder. The View button will open the document in the viewer, allowing you to scroll through the pages of the document, zoom in, and view any bookmarks in the document. The last button in this section is Export to Excel. Exporting search results can be beneficial in sharing the results, properties, and download links with multiple users. Select the files for export using Shift or Control, and then selecting Export to Excel. A pop-up will appear with export options. Naming the export, selecting all or selected items for export, and including URLs to the property page, viewer, or download. When downloading, it is always recommended to download the rendition if available, as some files don't have searchable text. The export can be further customized from the Columns tab on the left, where additional metadata properties can be added or subtracted from the Excel spreadsheet and rearranged in the final export. Once selections have been made, the Preview tab can be selected to view the columns and their orientations. When everything looks correct, click the Export button to generate the Excel spreadsheet. The middle group of options in the Review tab includes Compare, Compare with Master, and Go to Master. Compare allows you to compare differences between two files. One file will be selected as the legend to compare the second file against. Differences between files will be highlighted. The color palette is green and red, with the legend being green and the differences being red. The options Compare with Master and Go to Master are currently unutilized features. The last group of options in the Review tab are Hyperlink, GIS, Select All, and Add to Collection. The GIS button will open the GIS webpage and automatically navigate to the selected document's corresponding building and, if applicable, its floor. Select All will select all of the documents in the search results. The Hyperlink button will produce a pop-up with file names of selected documents along with a direct link to the document. You can either right-click on the blue file name or the blue link at the bottom to copy the link text. The default view in the pop-up will provide links to the Properties tab of a document. By clicking on the Hyperlink drop-down at the top left, options to generate hyperlinks for Link to Content Viewer and Download become available. The Send Mail button at the bottom right of the pop-up will only open Microsoft Outlook. The final option in the Review tab is Add to Collection. This allows you to select documents from the search results and save them in a collection for easier access. When clicked on, it will produce a pop-up where you can select an existing shared collection or create a new collection, either private or shared. A private collection is indicated with a small person icon in front of the collated pages. Collections can be accessed via the large Collections button at the bottom left of the page. Within Collections, you can edit the properties of a collection, change the title and who can view it, delete collections, create new collections, and show documents, allowing you to filter the documents in the collection. This is the end of our in-depth navigation and filters guide. Thank you for watching.